Good morning. I, Nidhi Srivastava, Assistant Professor IT in IITM, going to discuss with you about the e-commerce business models. There are different business models in e-commerce. So let's start with the e-commerce business models. The e-commerce business model is the conceptual structure of your B2B, that is your business to business, B2C, business to customer, customer to customer, C2C, customer to business, business strategies. It includes the purpose, goal of your company and how it intends to achieve them. According to the inventory management and source of product, the e-commerce business models are classified into broadly three categories. Now, what are these three categories? The first category is drop shipping. The second one is wholesaling and warehousing. The third one is white labeling and manufacturing. Let's learn one by one what are these categories and how we are going to deal with these categories. Let's start with drop shipping business model. In drop shipping business model, this model is retail model where you don't have to care about the fulfillment of the cost. The model involves the partnership with a wholesale supplier who stocks your inventory, delivery the goods on your behalf directly to the customer. So all you have to do is to create a platform listing the products for sale and handle the marketing of the business. The inventory delivery and handling are taken care of by drop shipper. There is an extra charge for this through, but this is the better than filling up an inventory of product with no guarantee demands. So this type of e-commerce business suited for businesses who don't have much investment to buy and store the inventory. Secondly, who prefer mobility over fixed business locations, who prefer to focus more on marketing of business. However, there are certain limitations to drop shipping business model. Let's discuss these limitations. These limitations are a lot of competition, low profit margin, heavy dependencies. So let's see how they work. In drop shipping works on the principle of aggregator business model where you focus on building a brand of your organization while the actual product or service is delivered by someone else who under your brand. The order are given to drop shipper as and when they arrive. This is done either through automated or manual emails or through calls, through spreadsheet files, which is decided in contract between the two. So when can we start the drop shipping model? There are many dedicated drop shipping business websites. These include Specify, AliExpress, and so on. So this is how your drop shipping model works. Here you can see the customer. In this diagram we can see that the customer orders on a company website, and with the help of that website the content is being extracted and the order is being conveyed to the drop shipper. As and when the order is being received by the drop shipper deliver the product directly to the customer. So what is the role of the website? Just to receive the information and giving the information to the drop shipper. Now let's go to the next model. Here we see there is an wholesaling and warehousing business model. Now let's see first what is an wholesaling and warehousing business model. It operates a wholesaling and warehousing e-commerce business model is comparatively simple when compared to drop shipping. This model run on the principle of offline wholesaling. That is, you buy product directly from the manufacturer or the middleman at discounted rate, store them in the warehouse and sell them at profitable prices. This model suits to business and guaranteed demands. This type of e-commerce suits for business which are dealing with the exclusive products, also have guaranteed demand for their products, want to sell product in volume, want every aspect of their business in control, and also want to cater to other businesses, which comes under business to business. So, however, there are certain limitations also. Let's see what are the limitations. There is a upfront investments. First limitation. Next, business may make losses if there is not much demand. Depend on sale volume to generate profits. So, this is the structure of your wholesaling and warehousing business model. Here, in this diagram, we can see there is a manufacturer who uh, who purchase from them. There is a person who purchased from the manufacturer. Now, how the person is getting the goods and services from the manufacturer? He placed the order and the products are purchased from the manufacturer with the help of the website, and the online store delivers the product. Okay, so this is how your wholesaling and warehousing business model works. Let's come to the third model, which is called as white labeling and manufacturing business model. This model is perfect for the organization which do not have enough investments to manufacture their own product. This business model allow you to outsource the manufacturing, but at the same time put your name as a manufacturer on the label of the product. This is an e-commerce business turned out to be the profitable, and you make use of infrastructure already set up by the outsourcing companies. There are some limitations also. What are the limitations? This is not the commitment prohibit businesses, as goods once manufactured belong to the business. And some other limitations, as businesses have to develop a process to monitor and maintain the quality control. So this is how the limitations being considered. Now, in this diagram, we can see there is an online store outsourcing the manufacturing. So this is an online store who is on outsourcing the manufacturing of their products with the manufacturer, and manufacturer is providing the product to the online stores. Now, as and when my online store receive the product, it provide to the customer. This is how they used to work. Now let's move further. E-commerce business models are generally categorized into the following categories. There are many more categories also, but we are discussing these broad categories, and these categories are business to customer, customer to customer, consumer to business, and business to government. These are the broad categories that we are going to discuss. Let's start discussing one by one. The first we are going to discuss is business to business. A website following the B2B. Sometimes we call business to business as B2B model also. So That's why when I'm going to discuss, I'm going to use the keyword as B2B. So let's start the discussion on business to business model. A website following the B2B business model sells its product to an intermediary buyers who then sell the product to the final customer. As an example, the wholesaler places an order from a company website and after receiving the consignment, sell the end product to the final customer who comes to buy the product at one of its retail outlet. This is how B2B works. Now, you can see in this diagram also, there is an wholesaler, there is a business organization. So, business organization provide the supplies to the wholesaler and whatever the item wholesaler wants, give the order to the website of a business organization. That order being processed and given to the business organization. So main transactions is being done in between business organizations and wholesalers. And as and when wholesaler receive the product, he sells to the customer. This is the extended part. But in B2B, we are going to learn between the relationship among the two businesses. Here is the example of B2B. We have already discussed this example. Now let's come to the next model. Our next model is business to customer. In business to customer model, sell its product directly to the customer. The customer can view the product show on the website. Okay, so you can see here in this diagram, there is a business organization, there is a website. So customer give the order on the website. Through the website, data is being fetched and given to the business organization, and then business organization, as per the requirement of the customer, provide the data to the customer. This is how business to customer works. Now let's move further to the example. The customer can choose a product and order the same. The website will then send a notification to the business organization via an email, and the organization will dispatch the product and goods to the customer. This is how a B2C works. Let's come to the next model, that is our customer to customer model. A website following C2C model helps the customer to sell their assets like resident property, motor cars, motorbikes, or rent a room by publishing their own information on the website. Okay, so this is how customer to customer deal with each other. They are getting a common interface. That interface is called as the website. On a particular website, both customer, one is a receiver and one is a seller. Okay, so the customer one who want to sell his product will give the detail of about that product on the website, and customer 2 who want to buy the product will search for the details about the product that they want to buy, and website will work as a platform between the two customers. As and when both customers interact with each other, they start dealing with each other. This is how customer to customer work, or I must say consumer to consumer. Here you can see the website following customer to customer business model help the customer to sell their assets like resident property, car, motorbikes, etc., or rent a room by publishing their information on the website. Website may or may not charge the consumer for its services. Another consumer may opt to buy the product of the first customer by viewing the post advertisements on the website. So this is how our C2C model works. Let's move further, and the next model is my C2B model. Now, A customer is supposed to interact with a business. Now let's see how C2B model works. In a C2B model, a consumer approach a website showing a multiple business organization for a particular services. A consumer place an estimate of amount he want to spend on a particular service and the process will be done. Here we can see in the picture there is a website and that website is in between a organization and a customer. Organization process the order and a customer pays money for a particular service. Okay, so a customer is supposed to interact with the organization's website and take the services. And as and when he take the services, he directly pay to the business organization. This is how consumer to business model works. Here we can see there is an example. The comparison of interest rate of personal car loans provided by various banks via website. A business organization who fulfills the customer requirement within the specific budget approach the customer and provide its services. This is how. Hope after this example everyone is very much clear with the concept of consumer to business model. Now let's move further for business to government. Now business to government model is a variant of B2B model. Such websites are used by government to trade and exchange of information with various business organizations. Here, whenever a business organization want to exchange some goods or services with a government organization, then that model is called as a business to government model. Here again, both government and a business organization can interact with each other with a common platform called as website. On that website, both can interact, and as and when the order is being placed, the payment can be done among both of the parties directly. This is one of the variation of your business to business model. Here we can see um, like government such websites are accredited by government and provide a medium to businesses to submit their application forms to the government. There are like some of the government websites are having some specific forms, so business people used to fill that form, and when their form is being selected their transaction is being started. This is one of the medium through which business and government interact with each other. So this is how I told you about the different models of e-commerce. That's all for the different models of e-commerce. In the next lecture, we study more concepts of e-commerce. Thank you so much.